No, I'm looking forward to hearing the former vice president speak about what real American leadership looks like.
But does the former vice president have a duty to push back against these false claims by the former president?
No, he's not. He's a private citizen. I don't think he has a duty to do that, no.
President Trump is wrong. I had no right to overturn the election. The presidency belongs to the American people and the American people alone.
We went back out to the group after the speech to see how it was received.
I was pleasantly surprised with how he handled it. I thought he did a great job. I think it's time to move on from the 2020 election and look forward to 2024.
I think he's made it clear, the vice president has, that he has a difference of opinion with the president and the president's team over what the duties of the vice president required on January 6th.
Were you happy to hear him address it?
Well, I think he needed to address it. This is a great audience. These are constitutional scholars here, so you're speaking to a very educated group.
I think Mike Pence did the right thing. I think Mike Pence should have done what he felt was right, and it sounds like he did.
What's up, everybody? Major Retired Richard Ojeda here, and Trump picked Mike Pence as vice president for one reason. He wanted to get the quintessential yes man, a spineless, weak, gullible sidewinder that would work day and night to spin all of Trump's blunders into some meaningless double talk. However, Mike Pence, at the very last moment, at the very latest hour, at the final precipice, finally found something resembling a spine and said, you know what, we're not supposed to cast down democracy for an idiot con artist and a bunch of toothless jackaloons dressed up as G.I. Joes. It makes a person wonder, though, what's in Mike Pence's head? Behind all the xenophobia, bigotry, misogyny, behind the play-acted facade of professionalism and the constant blank expression on his face, what are the maneuverings of Mike Pence? Every yes man has an angle, a backstabbing moment where they look to finally seize upon years of abuse being walked over and cash their own check at the former overlord's expense. The angle here is Pence sees what everyone else sees. Trump's a loser. If Pence thought there was a hope and a prayer of Trump's violent overthrow of America to succeed, he'd be all in. Remember, he was all in on Trump through every scandal, crime, and sacrilege committed against the country, with this sheepish grin on his mug and some flowery words to condone these heinous actions, words that the big orange blob couldn't possibly muster. As the less dumb half of Dumb and Dumber, Pence is sniffing out the opportunity to unseat Trump as master of Republican puppets. He sees Trump as a loser now and in 2024. He wants to flush the turd, but escape the toilet by distancing himself from the crybaby act Trump is carrying on indefinitely, thinking he can play the McConnell game and obstruct and conquer to sneak out an electoral college win himself in 2024. It's not hard to read what these jackaloons are scheming. Yes, Pence has an ounce of decency in that he did not commit sedition and treason on January 6th, unlike most of his Republican colleagues. But when did that become a merit for the Nobel Peace Prize? That should be a bare minimum fixture in the heart of every American. So don't let this sleazeball slip off the hook so easily. Mike Pence is no hero or patriot. He's someone who saw an opportunity and took advantage of it. He's not speaking out against Trump because he has loyalty to the country or the American people. He's speaking out for two reasons. A, Trump humiliated him and he got his feelings hurt. And B, this one's more important, he wants to be president and is going to challenge Trump in 24. So pick your poison, America. The wannabe treasonous dictator or the worm who stood silently by as Trump destroyed America for 4 straight years. 5 if you include the campaign year in which he really started to divide this country with the aid of corporate media that gave him billions in free advertisement. Pence is an opportunist. He's been his entire life. He's calculated, methodical, and I'll agree with Trump on this one. Pence is also spineless. That is who Mike Pence is. Remember, folks, that we were taught growing up. You are a reflection of your friends and those you choose to surround yourself with. Pence and Trump, well, they're made for each other. Sappers clear the way, airborne all the way.